Sorry, y'all, but if I don't end, I'll lose the recording of the live, so I have to reset when I get a violation.
Welcome back in, y'all. Make sure you tap the screen. Make sure you keep tapping because clearly they don't like us talking about Angel Girly, aka BooBear.
Sorry, Fallon. That I don't know how long that had been up, and I didn't know if I was going to go down. I wasn't paying
No,
attention
not
to
at
the
all. I'm glad you
screen.
did.
I didn't want to lose that live so people could watch it later.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. Welcome back in, you guys. Thanks for staying with us. As you can see, they don't like the truth, and Angel Girly, Julie Newton 448, BooBear, just grab a box.
Yeah, y'all make sure you're tapping Checkmate's black profile picture.
Yeah, tap and share as much as you can, y'all. That'll keep the live going. Oh, good, Owlcat. That's great.
I want to remind everybody while we're building back up from returning from a violation, there's a victim impact live tonight, a very big live. Tonight, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure your devices are charged and you're ready to come and engage and just hear some of the things that, honestly, after looking everything over, the sheer magnitude of some of these stories is shocking. And you're going to be surprised at some of the things that you're going to hear tonight. 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on this platform with Checkmate.
Tap and share, y'all. We've already got one violation, so we got to keep it going. Tonight's live is going to be amazing. I hope everybody comes back for it. It is going to be a long one, but it's going to be well worth it.
Absolutely. With everybody returning, I want to make sure that everyone knows that there are resources out there for those that are struggling mentally. Anything that you have in your life that you just want to talk about, discuss, find resources for, 988 is an amazing resource to be able to help you find what you need. Somebody's out there who has been through what you've been through, and they've navigated through it, and they're willing to help people. So please use those resources to reach out to somebody. You're not alone. But with that being said, it's not on this app. Do not trust anyone giving them money. If you want to walk past somebody on the street and you see the whites of their eyes and you know that it's staying within your community, give them money. Don't give it to somebody on the internet who has one phone in their hand and the other one that they're looking at their Cash App to just rack up. Type their name in the TikTok search bar up at the top. If somebody has come across them before or they've been exposed for the lies that they tell, chances are there's going to be a video found exposing that lie so you can see it. There's no room on this app for the amount of hate that people like Angel Girly, aka BooBear, are putting out, and for sure attaching that awareness community as part of the reason doing it. Angel Girly, aka BooBear, is ugly inside. I don't care what she looks like on the outside. Awareness communities are trying to do what's right is right and wrong is wrong. It's her soul that's dark. And all she cares about is money. And I saw Cassidy say it earlier that when Rammer was talking about there's some type of substance or addiction problem, it could be whether it's substances or if it's food or if it's shopping or, like Cassidy said, attention. Maybe it doesn't seem that BooBear needs anything. She lives in the place where she lives for free. They've both got jobs, 2 refrigerators full of food stamps that she lies about that she doesn't get, and that they removed them because her so-called husband's employer wouldn't give her verification of income. So twice she's used that. Now she's got it again. She's going to get these food stamps on the 10th, and she's going to fill both those refrigerators up again. These are her words. 2 refrigerators, her words. She's saying that she is set. When she made the video about Tim and Angela talking about how she's not going to support them anymore and that they need to get off of their FAT and stop lying and laying up in a bed and all the vile things she said about them. It's not about what they look like. It's the fact that they're lazy and never going to do anything for themselves. Same thing with BooBear. I don't think she needs anything. She's living basically for free. So it's the attention she wants from you guys. Don't give it to her. If you don't have anything to say to her other than get a job, what do you need money for today? It was yesterday. Seriously, are you allergic to water? The doctor told you you could only drink a cup of water a day. If you want to say stuff like that to her, it's fine. She's going to say that you're going to get deleted. You're going to get blocked. You're going to say that, or she's going to say that you're bullying her. But again, the truth isn't bullying. What she's doing is bullying, and she's everywhere. There's going to be people that always give money, whether it's out of spite or they truly think they've come across her story and they feel sorry for her. I find it hard to believe that anybody that's sitting there watching the amount of hate that comes out of her mouth could feel sorry for her. They do say that hurt people, but what BooBear, aka Angel Girlie's doing is so much more. And could potentially be dangerous for somebody that strolls into that live because of being put on the FYP from the amount of clicking like or engaging in her chat where she tells them your mother or father are embarrassed of you and you should go. And I'm afraid to say what it is because I think maybe we got the violation earlier because of it. These enablers are a whole problem on the app because you recognize their names. You see their names over and over from scammer to beggar. Same chat, same thing, over and over. So while I'm looking for enablers and you guys are recognizing the names, BooBear's in there too. Angel Girlie's in there with her BS that she's being bullied. And they, the scammers, beggars, predators, and those exhibiting bad behavior are using what Angel Girlie's saying to build their stolen sympathy narrative. So ultimately, it's a different type of enabling that Angel Girlie's doing. Because she's just solidifying that they're being bullied. When really people are in there saying, go get a job. Have you filled out applications? And have you looked at the resources? For those of you that are just showing up and coming in, thank you for the pop-up live. I want to remind you guys that tonight is the awareness live for the Victim Impact Live. Tonight at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. We came live so we could make sure that a couple of people could have box access and that we weren't going to have the trouble tonight whenever they needed to get up in a box and tell their stories. Some of the stories you're going to hear tonight are just shocking. And I didn't have much ideas on the sheer magnitude of the amount of money till I was looking at some of their stories, and it's heartbreaking. We're not ever going to stop people from strolling into these lives and giving money, but we can bring attention to people like Jessie Fields, Mary Jane, aka Queen Peaches, all the same person, going and doing it out of spite, but then coming over here and trying to chop it up with us in awareness communities, thinking she's doing something. There's people always going to be around like Miss May, aka Hakun. With you guys, she doesn't need to be. Let her go enable wherever she needs to go enable, because I promise you, when somebody passes away, their life is on her head. She enabled that. She's playing with people's lives. Just like Pittsburgh girl Andrea. enabling those struggling with the substance. They're going to enable out of spite because they're tagged in videos that are telling them the truth. Donna Arnold on October 4th gave money to Tim Nash, but she's sitting over there and wrote in the chat that she's struggling with stage 4 colon cancer herself. How do you give money to somebody who is claiming that they have cancer and lying about it just so they can go get their next fix? But she's probably laid up in the bed sick as hell giving her money to somebody who's lying about cancer. If these people are on your platform, get them off. If you've seen their names, you've tagged them, you've told them the truth, don't waste your time on them anymore. Go to the people, the names you don't recognize, and try to save them from getting their heart broken or potentially becoming a precedent where their last $1, $2, $5, where they got something bad off the street, and then their life doesn't exist anymore, and then they're made an example of just because they wanted to be kind. I want people to be held accountable like Mary Jane, aka Queen Peaches. The people who run every time one of us asks questions like, weren't you just over giving money to somebody who hurts animals or exploits their children? Or weren't you just over enabling Maggie Foster to go to an Ashanti concert? As long as they know that you know, you're good, but let other people know as well. If you're messaging on the back end, I can't applaud you enough. Thank you. Be as respectful and as kind as you possibly can, but tag them in the proof. And when you need to find the proof because you don't have the right exact tag or the right exact video or the right exact creator that puts out all of the awareness on certain people, you use the TikTok search bar to go find out. There's a guy out there named Chip that we're just now starting to dig into. Type his name in the search bar. Find a creator that is covering them. Tristan Pizza. I didn't know much about Tristan Pizza, and I was trying to find some multi-scammer enablers. Scrolled into his chat, and I was surprised at the same names I kept seeing over and over and over. Typed in Tristan's name, Tristan Pizza 13, and Van Boozled comes up. Anywhere Man comes up. So we've all been doing lots of research on that. Checkmate has put together a live that's coming up next week. And the lineup is amazing. You guys are about to get a whole lot of information tonight in the Victim Impact Live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You're going to get it next week with the Tristan Pizza Awareness Live. From that lineup is the amount of information that you guys are going to have and be armed with to go talk to these enablers is I'm excited for it.
Fallon, you have somebody that wants to come up and ask a question?
Oh, absolutely.
Joanne?
Fallon, I did. Turn it down some, please. Please. Turn it down for a minute. I did get on Rachel's, Ray and Craig. Am I wrong for this? And they was talking about unaliving their dogs. I said, is there any way somebody can help you rehome them? Was that wrong?
Getting up in a box and asking.
No, I didn't get in a box.
Oh, okay. No, calling out resources and common sense. No, Joanne, you guys are never wrong for asking common sense.
They never would
questions.
answer me, and they're talking about unaliving with a pew-pew.
Yeah, no, that is not enabling. Enabling, being kind is not enabling, but getting up and selling their narrative that they need money to be able to go and do this, or it's in some way benefiting them, that's the enabling.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I would never do that, but that's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, threatening to use a pew-pew to unalive
All right, thank you.
an animal is an offense in most states. That's breaking the law.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a reportable thing to do, especially if you think they're serious.
I don't know where they live at or anything, so I can't report it. But she said she was going to go call the police out there tomorrow morning to see if it's okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
I don't
great.
think she is, but
Yeah. Well, great question, Joanne. I appreciate you being brave and coming up in a box to ask. But no, ma'am, that is not. Calling out common sense or calling out the truth is not enabling.
okay. Thank you so much.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
gonna get out.
Yes, ma'am. Guys, if you're in there in these chats and we see you, that's not enabling because we're in there too. And when you guys see me come in, you know I'm probably looking for one or two people just to get screenshots. But you guys can help with those screenshots as well. And you can make your own videos and you can now put them in the chats when you see them. The only thing I caution is please make sure that you have talked to these people who are consistently going in there after you know that you've had some communication with them. You've tagged them you've given them the opportunity to know that they're enabling a bad situation. If it's just somebody you come across, it's the first time you've seen them, message them kindly and say, here, I've tagged you in a couple of things. If their tags are off, message them, tell them they're scamming, they're hurting good people, they're taking advantage for money. And then if you see them again and you know that you've had that communication with them, then put the screenshot of them enabling in these awareness chats.
Fallon, I see it asked, is T for Teresa still enabling?
Yes, she is a moderator for David Kellums, who is still on the app, and she's everywhere. She's most recently was in Tim Nash's live. And she knows she's doing it. You can tag her, you can talk to her. She's not going to stop. And she's very cognizant of it. She will say, I don't care what they say. It's my money, kind of like Donna Arnold or Pittsburgh girl Andrea or Jesse Fields. They don't care. What you guys are doing is so appreciated. And I don't want you to think that when we come on this app and we're yelling and screaming and we're talking about don't enable and don't be over there and don't do this. We're not talking to you guys. Guys, we know, we see you and the amount of work that you're doing, and it's appreciated 10 times more than you will ever comprehend. Something as simple as going in there and reporting those cash apps like the one with Sweet Miggy one off of Angel Girly BooBear, just to get it shut down so she'll stay off this app. So there's one day that she doesn't come on this app and somebody that's struggling with mental health doesn't scroll in there and their mental health is so bad that she tells them that their mother and father are embarrassed of them and that they need to go unalive. If that saves one person from scrolling into there on that day, that's worth it.
Yeah, guys, and I know on Cash App, each person that you report, I've been able to report up to 10 times. You can do it multiple times.
So if you guys would report that Cash App today, Sweet P McGee 1, frauds and scams. There's not a community she hasn't offended that I've come across. If you're not giving her money, she is accosting you, telling you you're ugly, telling you that your parents are embarrassed of you, calling you the B word like she called Amber Victoria. Amber Victoria was just simply asking a question. Melody Rose says, report it every day and as many times as you can, please.
I've actually never said anything in her lives, and she sent me a very endearing message and then blocked me. Lola, you can report every day. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm in and out, but I'm busy, but I'm here.
Yeah, she keeps on sending me live shares to a different account, and over a week's span, I think she sent me 10 or 12 live shares.
Jeez. Oh, and Raymer, will you tell them about whenever the husband comes in, what?
Oh, yeah. You can always tell when the husband comes in, she's going to do one or two things. Most of the time, she's going to abruptly end her live and not say a word. Second thing is, she acts like she's like engaging in conversation with him or watching TV. Meanwhile, she's typing in the chat, I need $15. My Cash App is Sweet P McGee 1. Please send. I've seen her do both. And most of the time, she's just going to abruptly end her live.
Yeah, if you pay attention when she's live, when she knows it's about time for him to come back, she'll be watching out the window continuously.
Yes, she looks out the window for him because she leaves those curtains open when it gets late in the afternoon.
For all you asking, her Cash App is actually at the top of Birdie's box in the yellow. That is her Cash App to report.
Sunshine, I don't think he knows she's begging on TikTok, because why would you end your live like that? Because that's all she's doing besides the vile comments. I don't think he knows about it. Or one theory that I've had is maybe her Cash App money is her personal money that she does whatever she wants with it, and she hides it from him. Because it's always that magic number, $15 to $20.
Guys, we're talking about, hey, Kelly, I'm sorry, I just saw your comment. We're talking about Angel Girly, a.k.a. BooBear, Julie Newton 448. Her @ is Tequila Girl 7. She is going around the app and she is telling people that she attempted to unalive herself and it was touch and go for so long because of the awareness community bullying her. She claims that, yes ma'am, she claims that we are calling the hotel. We are sending her empty boxes. We are messaging her horrible things, and we're lying on her. And she's taken the stories from Tim and Angela with their lies and trying to make it her own. And she's going around to beggars, scammers, predators, and bad behavior, talking in the chat, helping them sell their narrative when they're saying they're being bullied because people are asking them if they've tried to go to resources, if they have got a job, if they've filled out applications. And so when those messages are being deleted or muted in the chat of beggars and scammers, Angel Girlie's in there saying they're doing the same thing to me. I'm getting so much hate and all these things are lies. Then people see that, they go over to her live because they're following her. And then she gets to tell the whole story again, how she attempted to hurt herself. She was touch and go for so long. And we have proof that she was posting every single day on social media the day she says that she was in the hospital and she almost didn't make it. She was in another creator's live under another account when she created this Tequila Girl 7, which is the Angel Girlie account now. And she said that I'm the family member and that her family discontinued her other account for BooBear so she could have an investigation done into the awareness community, IP addresses being tracked, and that we were all going to be locked up soon. When in fact, it was BooBear all along talking like she was somebody else.
Yeah, Fallon's been supposedly going to sport some orange jumpsuits for a while now, and I haven't seen not one of them, but I'm waiting. But how many times has she hollered out in her chat, Fallon's going to be wearing an orange jumpsuit?
I mean, it is fall. Just saying.
I mean, as long as y'all are sending me money for the commissary for the good stuff, I don't want the generic stuff. I want the name brand honey buns.
You want the Bob Barker honey buns?
Yes, ma'am. If you're able to get into her live and you're calling out the bad behavior or you are calling out the common sense, it's not enabling, guys. But if you're able to get in there, report her so she goes down. There's no reason she needs to be talking like she talks on people of color, people of a different race, people of a different lifestyle, people with struggling with their mental health at the time, lying about that she's allergic to water. Anything out of her mouth is a lie. The only thing she's told the truth about so far that I've seen this week is that she's getting her food stamps on the 10th. That's it. And it sounds like when her husband comes in and she doesn't end, he's just coming in to get a drink or something and leave, and she doesn't automatically end like Rammer says. He's just as bad. The latest story was I'm sorry, I'm lagging over here, Checkmate. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was just going to say Birdie can play the clip again if we're for people that just came in.
Yes, please. But y'all are going to have to tap so we don't go down playing the audio.
Tap the screen, y'all. I'll make my box bigger so y'all can tap better.
Okay.
Cancer or any of the diseases listed on your screen. Call the Victims Justice Group now. You may be entitled to significant money damages.
Ain't nothing racist if you're speaking the truth. That's right. And I'm speaking the truth. She's live on TikTok all day streaming other people instead of working, being a fucking bully and having others go on her page and laugh and bully right along with her. What does that show about her? She's a fucking bully. She wasn't raised right. Living on welfare, supporting 12 kids. With a black man between her legs. Probably a Chinese man, too.
There's no room for the amount of hate coming out of BooBear's mouth. Angel Girly, a.k.a. BooBear. Anything that she's saying on her live is a lie. Call it out or just get in there and report her so she goes down. If there's one person that can be affected by the truth, let it be that you helped do that.
Yeah, the best thing to do is report her account. That way it goes down. I mean, that's the best thing to do, really. Engaging with her only fires her up.
That's right. If you see a name in there that, while you're in there reporting, you see a name that's familiar, screenshot it so people know. Go to Lola's account, put it in the comments. Go to Bug's account, go to Checkmate's account, go to anybody that's bringing awareness to the things that shouldn't be done on this app. Screenshot it, put it in there, and let people know about it. That's what awareness is all about. Use their words to call out the truth. Your account got banned, Sassy? Jeez.
Yeah, that's the day that BooBear let her in the box. And she was very respectable to BooBear. And she was just saying then her account got permabanned.
Jeez. Okay. 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on this platform. Make sure you're following Checkmate and your notifications on so when Checkmate goes live, And while I'm bringing that up, the notifications, I know sometimes it does not work all the time, but y'all make sure you check it again with all these updates that have happened. Make sure that your bell is on, because there's going to be more times that Checkmate are going to be able to do a pop-up live for something that needs to be called out. And when we go live, we love having the interaction with you guys, because you know you're going to get solid information from this platform. You're going to get the truth that you can use and take into the community. I can't tell you guys enough how much we appreciate you being here. If you think that it's small, just clicking like or sharing it out or reposting the videos, as small as that seems to you, it's huge to the community. So tonight when the live happens at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. here on this platform, I want you to take their stories and I want you to hear that. Strip everything away that you know. Tonight, whenever you hear their stories, just know that these people have scrolled into a live to hear the lies that they were told and believed and gave money because of the algorithm sending them in based off of other people enabling, out of spite, going in there and selling a narrative for beggars, scammers, predators, and bad behavior. They say that the quickest way to get something gone is to starve it. So we need to start staying away and feeding the beast that is Beg Talk. We keep bringing awareness to it. That's where it needs to be. But going in there and saying that they're ugly or they're fat or they have no teeth or their hair is thin, what they drive, where they live, that's not doing anything but giving huge boost to toxicity. And we're not about that. Nobody in this panel, nobody in this chat is feeding into that. So take what you guys do out to the rest of the community and let's lead by example. The amount of passion that you guys have for helping people is stripped away by one or two people going in and saying something that will spawn off a huge toxic role. So that's why we have to fight that much harder against it and not participate in that. If you scroll into a live where there's bullying and things taking place that you know in your gut's wrong, get out of there. Don't associate with that, please.
No, because that only speaks on your character. Their character's already out there. Don't tarnish your own.
And I'm so sick of these people using body shaming and doxing and all these other things that other communities do, because I just saw it right before the first of this live started. Using that as an excuse when that only gets them sympathy money. And some of y'all are in there.
Yeah, and if we can cut all that out, that would be great. I mean, we wouldn't have to worry about them getting the sympathy bag.
Yep.
And that's a good point, Sherry. Sherry said to clear out all your reports.
You're looking mad cute right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you're looking very scrumptious and
Do you guys know how to do that?
Yes, right, Anna. They definitely do.
And it works. We've seen it work.
Every time.
And even if you start calling out, why are comments being, like, non-disrespectful comments being muted or just disappearing? If you guys want to call that out, chances are you're going to be deleted, you're going to get muted, you're going to get blocked yourself. But even if you just message somebody on the back end and say, you know, next time that you're in there, if you don't believe that they're scammers or beggars and you're having an open dialogue with these people and they still don't believe you, ask them to look for themselves. Why are messages that are just asking simple questions being deleted, or people are being blocked for just saying, how many applications did you put in today?
But
Checkmate is
also get
oh,
ready
sorry.
for the block because it will come.
Yes. And Checkmate was right. When you go into BooBear, or AKA Girly, Angel Girly, she gets hyped up from that. She starts screaming and yelling, and that's the time to report. I mean, the algorithm is going to pick up that she's raised her octave and that she's saying these horrible things. And I go into my notepad and I have a simple thing that I write out, just telling them that it's hateful behavior, or she's screaming and yelling and it's against community guidelines, talking about unaliving herself, or threats. Just copy and paste it so you don't have to type it out each time. Copy and paste whenever you're reporting, so that way it's quicker and it's happening in that instant. Any kind of hacks that you guys have like that, put them in the comments of these awareness videos that you see, saying, whenever I report, I use this. And then they can just copy and paste what you write and put it in their notepad and copy and paste when they report. Anything that makes it simpler for us, let's do it. BooBear is so worried about the amount of money that Maggie is making, that Josh and Ada is making, Faith is making, because BooBear wants to be that so badly. And if we don't get a handle on it now, she's going to be so much worse, because she's so effortless with the lies. She's got one now with the app that going into all these chats with I tried to hurt myself because of the awareness community. People are so hungry for that story, for it to just, one of us to slip up and say something ugly about somebody so they can run with it. And it's a shame that we have to be so much better, but we've always got to be on our toes. And guys, if you don't surround yourself with people that are doing toxic things on this app, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about it seeping into your being, and no one has to question, well, did Fallon agree with them body shaming? Did Fallon agree with going real life? No, because over here, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong, and we're going to call it out. But we're always going to have proof about it. So tonight, during the Victim Impact Live, tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern, on this platform, there's going to be screenshots of Cash App transactions, messages on the back end, begging for money, and these long, loaded stories of stolen sympathy. And you'll see why so much money runs through these Cash Apps for people, because they're trying to be kind. But it all started when they scrolled into a chat, because the algorithm kicked them into a chat where somebody was saying, I have cancer, I need food for my dog, I haven't eaten in 15 days. It all started there.
But also, let's not get it twisted. Some people do it just for spite,
Agreed.
just to make us mad because they know that we don't want them to do those things.
Mm-hmm.
So they do it just to upset us.
And think about how much easier it would be for the Mary Jane, aka Queen Peaches, to be able to hone in on her and call out her bad behavior for enabling people who are struggling with substance abuse, if it was just people that we were calling out, like Mary Jane, aka Queen Peaches, or Pittsburgh girl Andrea, or Donna Arnold, or Miss May, aka Hakuna Matata. You guys think that you are changing your names and we're not going to know who you are? That's crazy to me. Somebody out there is always going to know who you are, and they're going to let the rest of us know. And we're going to make it very public. You're playing with people's lives. They're going to say, let's make these awareness people mad. Go be mad, but let it be that Mary Jane, aka Queen Peaches, gives the money. She's giving so much money to Tim and Angela right now. She's over there on her Facebook saying, there's only 2 people in my town doing Instacart, and she seems to be getting all of it. Man, I need money. Well, maybe you'd have more money if you stopped giving it to Tim and Angela laid up in the hotel room watching a Michael Myers marathon. Jesse Fields, Queen Peaches, aka Mary Jane. And that's the other thing too, y'all. Start saying their names. Call it out. If you see bad behavior and you have a screenshot and you can back it up, start saying names. I think the niceties need to go away now, honestly.
And that doesn't just go for enablers, that goes for everybody. You know, because there are some really toxic people that hide behind the umbrella of awareness that are doing some very foul things.
It's time for a nap. Oh no, Mommy. I don't want to. No.
I'm going to close this out by saying how much I appreciate all of you. I cannot tell you how much and how important each one of you are. Every like, every share, every tag, every message you send on the back end is important. And when you send me screenshots and Checkmate communicates to me that somebody messaged her and said, hey, have you seen this new one? And we start watching them. It's important because with Tristan Pizza, as long as Checkmate has been watching him, she's been saying we need to do an awareness live on her. And she started messaging people on the back end and getting a lineup for you guys that are going to be able to hear it in one-stop shop. You're going to be able to hear from people who have been following his story for a while and can lay it all out for you. Tonight's live, the Victim Impact Live, you're going to be able to hear what happened that made these people give the amount of money that they gave and why. So if you want to record and take it to use it on your own platform for people, something that you think that would stand out to them that they need to hear. Clip it. Use it on your own platform. Just give credit. Hey, Checkmate's platform, tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, on this Victim Impact Live, when we talked about Carrie Walls or Kim Peters or Country Boy Matt, here's what happened. And it makes people curious to go find their Reddits or to go find more awareness creators who follow them. I would have never found Bamboozled had it not been for Checkmate bringing up to us, hey, what do you guys think about an awareness live on Tristan Pizza 13? Because the amount of money he's making and the amount of bad behavior that he's exhibiting, it needs to be called out. But that's because of suggestions by you guys, what you see and tell us, and it just trickles about to all of us. So just because you're not in these boxes right now, you being in this chat, you're part of the reason why we get the amount of information we get, and we can make an informed decision with receipts and screenshots because we were able to vet it from the word go. But it's because of you guys. We're never going to be able to get every beggar off this app. We're never going to be able to get rid of all these enablers. We can slow down that money, so hopefully we save somebody's life so they don't get something bad off the street, or somebody doesn't get lit up and go out and hurt somebody based off of a binge that they're on, or somebody get taken advantage of and it was their last $5 because they know what it's like to be cold, hungry, thirsty. So they gave their $5 thinking they were doing a good thing, and they come to find out they got lied to, and they see that they're constantly getting messaged on the back end. They need more, and their mental health can't take that. I hope to see you guys tonight. We're going to be there. Make sure you charge your devices. Bring a notebook like the one that many of us have to take notes. Tonight on this platform, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Next week is going to be the live on Tristan Pizza 13. The lineup is amazing. You're going to hear, that's 2 nights that I know you guys are hungry for awareness and I know you want to be part of this community and do more. Plan those 2 nights to be with us so we can take this information all the way around this app and close the loop on everything that we're telling you with screenshots, receipts, and where to go find it to tell these people. These people only want money. They're lazy and they don't want to go get it for themselves like we do every day. I will see you guys tonight back here, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you guys having a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you then.
Yeah, I would encourage you all to follow all the live creators in the boxes. They do amazing awareness. I wouldn't be with them if they didn't. And we will see everybody back here tonight. Thank y'all for coming in.
I'll
See
see
y'all
y'all
soon.
tonight.